Hey there, Pookie. Well, we've got another day of Lobotomy Corporation ahead of us. Now, it's been a minute since I've played this. I barely even remember where we were at. I mean, I know we're on day 37. I know it's time to do some suppressions. I'm pretty sure Melting Love is decently taken care of. All right. Yep. So we went through all of this last episode. We've got 89 points. We could make a new little guy. We could make a little guy to give the pink outfit to. Who do we got so far? NBC, Lottie. Ah, yes, Weatherby was over here training. Pony, Mega Boom Bro, Dinah Rashi, Kozichu, Venetius, Sterling, Mama Blue joined us recently. Trixie Mattel, and Flabsturbation. You know, I gotta think for a second on who we should have in. Row Bunny. That's a perfect idea. We'll get in Row Bunny. So we'll just max Row out. I know that the last couple times we haven't done a full justice. So let's talk about Row Bunny. Row Bunny, good friend of mine. Known her for a while. I actually don't know. Oh, you know, I think it was that the way that I met Row Bunny was I was watching one of her streams. And she was in there, I think as a moderator, and got shouted out by the streamer. And at that time, it was like I was trying to meet new people and stuff like that when I first started out in streaming. And so I just gave her a follow because I was like, oh, new person, let me check out their stream. Went in one time and I was like, I like your energy. I like your cut, G. And then I did the thing you do. You know what I'm saying. Where you like go boing, 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 boing. Like, I like your cut, G. She's trouble, though. So we gotta give her... But she's kind of got, like, normal hair, per se. Some kind of like that. And we just gotta get the front right. And then it's gotta be black. Oh my gosh. I feel like she's got a side part. And glasses. So we do need to give her the glasses. Oh no. If I get this wrong and she ever watches this, I'm cooked, y'all. I'm cooked. Okay. There we go. Row Bunny. Alright. Oh, we can't equip her until we put her into a room. Right. I'm not really sure where would be the best for her. I guess we could go... Sterling, really. We did a number on Sterling. So let's check out the ego list. Undyne's repping that. Okay. Row Bunny. We'll look at Vavs, because I think all the Alephs are taken except for Melting Love. Melting Love would go beautifully on you. And then... we gotta get her glasses. Who gives out glasses? I'm trying to remember. The round ones. Solitude. I know one of them's Spider Bud. Well, we'll figure it out. I mean, we said we wanted to do Welfare's core suppression, which will kick out Mega Boom Bro and Pony, which means more or less... Mega Boom Bro can go over here, Pony can go over here. Maybe I should spread them out a little bit. But we're going to take Song Komi. We'll move Song Komi up along with Igori, I think. And then Mega Boom Bro can go right here. I feel pretty good about that. Song Komi up there. Igori right here. Boom. We're going to begin the core suppression. I am doubtful that we one-tap this, but we might be able to. Oh, goodness. Okay. What is that? Benefit applied. Currently increasing success rate for all agents. Okay, so we've got rotating benefits. We got Papa D. Papa D we've already fully learned. Oh man, this music. Dun 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 dun. So to suppress a core, you just have to get all the way through the day, all right? And you like attachment and, yeah, everything other than insight. So we can try and go for the bubblegum on you, I guess. And there you are, looking beautiful. So I don't think there's necessarily a time limit on this. It's probably gonna swap things. Rain is falling, rain. I like this rain effect though. The rain effect is cool. Okay. So one thing we do have to do, kind of like we've been doing before, the music feels really loud. I'm just going to turn that down a little. At least it feels loud for me. You guys might not be hearing that, but I am suffering over here. Remember, we got to kill all of these because the moment Flabs goes in there and works with Melting Love, which, once again, I have not worked with Melting Love recently enough. My brain is not remembering how to deal with that. We can do the Letitia up here. I believe Insight's very high on attachment. Okay. Pretty high on that. Yeah, we got Weatherby coming over here. You can work with Letitia, get some ranks up. None of you I really need to work with. Don't have to worry too much about any of these upper floors other than, like, using them to generally farm out. Yeah, we got a lot of brooches over here, which is good. The brooch is good. Ah. So King of Greed broke out. Cool. I don't really know when that happened, but it did happen. You can go back up here, because it can also go back up there. Huh. I don't know. It was on the first round, I guess, but I guess that might be part of this challenge is right now I'm not going to see any updates on if something breaks out. And unfortunately, you move slow as all get out, which is painful. Okay. Not a real back route to get in there, I don't think, but we're gonna try. Ooh. I feel like NPC used to be able to kill this all by himself. Okay. All right. We did it. We got one. So Weatherby already just got the hat, which is pretty cool. We're down for that. Yeah. Wait. Was it attachment that's good with you? Yeah, it's decent. Get Weatherby up in there. So, you just kind of got to take it low and slow with these because I'm not exactly sure what's going to go down with this suppression. We might have some trouble ahead of us. Okay, so now it's doing what? Are you gonna melt things down? Okay. I'm a little concerned. A little worried. Keeping an eye out on everything. Purple Dawn. Okay. You know, we just got to get our quota, and then we can get through the day. Just got to get our freaking quota. And we are moving for it, you know. We're doing the thing. What do you think that means? It changes each time. Oh, somebody broke out. Okay. King of Greed's gone again. Love that. There's King. Not the worst spawn point, you know. Lottie's gonna be able to do some decent damage. Damn. Really immune to red damage. I forgot about that. Ugh, man. Really is just, only weak to pale and black, huh? Where'd you go, baby? Not a great position for you to go to. Honestly. I might just let you run it out over there. Might just let you run that one out. Do a little poppity run over here. Maybe we can get the dog ears on Flabs. That'd be cute. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, man. Gotta retry the day. Oh, man. Just ran a bunch of people into King Agreed because I wasn't paying attention. You gotta love to see it, you know. Love these suppressions. I'm still not understanding what the gimmick is on this one. Employee assignment needed. Oh no, we're course suppressing, so we don't need it. Reach cliff off meltdown level 8 plus meet energy quota. Anomaly with the damage our employees receive is detected. An anomaly with the damage our employees receive is detected. Black, red, white, pale. So right now they take more damage from white damage, I think. That would be what would make sense. This deals red damage. I think that's what the situation is. I think you deal white damage. So let's see. Experiment begin. First of all, also go up here. TTI, I think, does black damage, yeah. $14. 14's a lot more than the 3 to 6 that you claimed. So yeah, it just boosts the amount of damage based off of where the compass is pointing. So that's not that bad. I'm not really that worried about that now. Weatherby, congratulations on surviving your ordeal. Okay. So, just pushing through moss. Gotta keep an eye on that tracker, yeah. Hey, and Papa D was the one melting down, so that actually worked out pretty well. Red Dawn. Okay, so if it's Red Dawn, I'm gonna need, like, you over here, and you over here. I think you're fine there. No escaping entities there. There are some here. So we'll go there, there, and there. Okay. Now we're set up for dawn. Just gotta be cautious with the Red Dawn, you know. It's as I've said before, Red Dawn can kind of sneak up on you. It's really not that tough, but it definitely can sneak up on you if you're not cautious, right? but I'm not entirely worried about it. We can go down here with Papa D again. Little baby. The cutest little baby. I just want to make sure that nothing there doesn't break out, you know? Because if nothing there breaks out, I've basically got to restart again. And I'd rather not. It's black damage now. It's not entirely bad, though. Like, most of my characters are pretty high level at this point. The Letitia situation might be kicking their booty a little bit, but it doesn't seem that way. Probably not going to do another King of Greed just because that 12% failure rate is... Oh! Goodness! You certainly are making some noise up there, Letitia. A little bit louder than I'm used to from her. Don't know what that was about. Here's our favorite little baby. Okay, so red and pale damage are up. And Flabs, I need you to get out of there very quickly. Looks like Undyne's gonna take care of that one. Can kill that one. You're already almost dead. You're already almost dead. That one's gone. Flabs is on the case. Sick. All right, not so bad at all. Why was Cozy Chew hurt? Do we take friendly fire now? That would suck. That would really suck. We can also recall everybody to their stations now, because we don't have to worry about the red anymore. Do I kill all the people in there now, or do I think we're okay if we don't? It's a tough question. Speaking, like, to explain what I'm talking about. I'm talking about down here in Bina's area. All of these are potential melting love issues. As we know, if Flabs stays as... You've got to be kidding me. The bonus red damage was too much and killed Cozy. Oh, man. Okay, so we really have to, like, play it a certain way, huh? Not gonna lose Cozy. Okay. So hear me out. Usually get really good returns from you with Mega Boom Bro. So we're gonna do that. How about that's damage, though? It's pretty bad. Luckily, Mega Boom Bro has really high red resistance. So what's Melting Love do? Black damage? Okay. So hear me out. Right, that was 22 PE boxes. It's actually not that great. Not that big a return. You're a much more fun return, but you are terrible to work with. Just, I hate you, Melting Love. I love and hate you. We'll be very happy when I don't have to work with you anymore. There are not a lot of options here that I love when we have red damage as our main issue, right? These are not awful options. Letitia is always serving for us, which is good. What's this? The tree? I don't remember much about the tree. So probably best not to work with it. You do black damage, but you're generally a-okay to work with, if I remember. You also are not so bad for instinct or insight, huh? Can't work with you because red damage right now. Okay, it's black damage now. Cancel the order. No, you do white damage. Okay, that's fine then. You do white damage. Letitia does black damage, though. Der Schadenfreude does that. You do black damage. Fairly limited on what I'm... But Papady's delivering some decent returns, honestly, for being a Teth. Like 12 is a quick and dirty. We can work with you again now. And you. Letitia, no, right. Just kind of cycling through our farming. Our farmers. Okay. Feeling semi-okay here. I'm getting good returns on most of my actions, which is mainly the thing that I'm most worried about, is getting good enough returns that we don't have to go too much faster or further past like level 8. I think that's gonna get us to the dawn here in a second if we just do this again, and then we just have to go hunt down all of our little robots that are gonna show up. White and black. Luckily these deal red damage. Yeah, attack type is red. So we lucked out there. We're not going to have to do something squirrely. I was thinking, what do we do if they didn't do red damage, right? What if they did white or black? What's our out? What's our win? And then I was like, oh, you know what? I'd have to hunt them all down with really long range. Some real long range characters. But luckily, not gonna have to do that. At least for now. If they do kill somebody, they will do a lot of white damage. Is something to keep our eye on. Any others? I don't think so. I think you're the last one up there. You must have just been going through the door when I paused, huh? Oof, okay. That was scary. I saw all that white damage coming up and I was like, am I cooked? Red Noon. Not stoked. Probably gotta stick with our red damage doers, because white and black is probably some of the most common damage we have out there right now. You do white, yeah, black and white, black and white, black and white. You do black and white. You do white. I'm sure Scorching Girl does red. Is it worth it? I don't really think so. But then that leaves us with like 2 options. Which, honestly, farming it out on Papadi, not awful. Yeah, Porcubus is also a red damage. You're black and white. Spider Bud does red, and Spider Bud's decently safe to work with. Could get some glasses on Pony. That's not a bad idea there, Goobs. Yeah. So Red Noon, I do not like. Do not like that. Okay, I think that's everybody decently spread out down here. Just slowly getting ready for Red Noon. Red Noon luckily doing red damage, so we can get away with dealing with that. We're only on Cliff Off 3, which means we have to go pretty deep. Not entirely loving that idea. Sorry that I keep on clearing my throat. Don't know what that's about. Probably coming down with something, which would suck because I'd have my voice lost again for another recording. But it is what it is. Don't really want to listen to that in my ear the entire time. And you know, we probably could do some of these easily enough, right? Oh, that's cool. But I just don't want to. Okay, so the Harmony of Skin has arrived. Who do I want to hunt you down? I suppose we could have Row Bunny start chasing after you. Damn, that's a lot of punches. Okay, so now we've got all the little babies. Or should. There's a baby. Undyne's already on the case. Where is it? Another one's right there. We've got Charlie going after that, or Lottie. We've got another one over there. That should be all of them. I think there's only 3 that spawn from Harmony of Skin. Sick. You love to see it. You love to see it. Bum, bum, bum. I mean, the next thing is dusk. Could be. Oh wait, it's pale and white. So we're actually okay to work with. Oh no. Yikers, yikers. Oh man, you just gotta make it through, Angelina. Okay, not working with you again, because that was scary as all get out. You do black damage, so that's okay. You like repression, right? And you also do black damage, and you're pretty okay with attachment if memory serves. You have high stats on other stuff as well, though. So we could get Genie in there. And you do black damage. Ooh, baby. Okay. We're pretty good as far as the PE box situation is going, honestly. And everybody's got specs, which is cool. Spider-Bud loves giving those things out. I don't know why. I feel like every time I have a Spider-Bud in my run, everybody's getting the specs. And I'm not upset about it. Okay. Old friend is back. We're not gonna do anything until we deal with you. Not a bad spawn. As long as NPC can keep whacking, it goes pretty good. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that wasn't like great, but it definitely wasn't bad. Okay, who's melting down? Papa D. Okay, King of Greed. The lady facing the wall. Okay, not terrible. Not terrible. That's not great, though. I mean, you have the highest of anyone, so... I can't even remember what this lady likes. No, but I'm pretty sure you can't work attachment with her. Yeah, you can't do attachment with her, so we gotta do instinct. And then we gotta work with Papa D again. Oof, boy, we still gotta go through several more. But we're almost to our PE count, right? Could be a problem in the bottom. Because soon it's going to start melting down everything on all the floors. But I can't have anybody down by flabs. Okay. So, you're safe. About as safe as it gets, I guess. Can't do black. So red and pale, red and pale, red and pale. Who does red damage? You do red damage. Hooray. Papa D does red damage. Spider Bud. We're back to you again, bud. I'm like locked the F in right now, guys. We've got the PE boxes, right? The PE boxes are more than under control. It's all about playing it basically as safe as possible now. Well, Googs, if you're playing it as safe as possible, why are you working with nothing there? Because spice of life. Risk is the spice of life. Am I right or am I right? Sometimes you've got to balance it on a knife's edge in order to, you know, get anything. I don't know what I'm saying. I thought it'd be silly. Not the worst run on you, though. I kind of want to get that little cheek thing again. That little cheeky cheek. You do white damage as well. Ugh, okay. I don't need to work that with Kozichu. I need to do this with Flabs. I'm worried about this bottom area. I think we can get it done, though. Hypothetically. Like, well, I mean, even beyond hypothetically. It's all doable. You deal black damage. Okay. It's all gonna change here in a second, though. Okay. And it's gonna be a red dusk, so it's meatball marinara time. All right. Flabs get over there. Then we do the attachment here. The attachment there. And then... is it... yeah, everything's high with you. Except it's not. It's all based off of where you land, and we want to make sure that we get on the smile. Well, it's the frown instead, so that's going to be a lot of black damage. But I think Vinicius is going to be fine there. And hopefully Flabs does not bungle that. Wow. Okay. Vinicius got the terrifying mask. Okay. And then we get in here with... Oh, no. Wow. That's everything other than white damage does more damage right now. Not good. Basically just can only work with some of the weakest. Okay, that worked. We got through that. That was tough. Okay, so white damage is acceptable. We're not gonna have to go through a midnight for this, are we? That'd be freaking insane. Oh, I would not like that. Who else does white damage? Letitia does black. Do you do black? You do. You do white. I don't want to do beauty. Black, you do red. But I should be able to still work with you pretty easily. Because we don't have many failures with Papadi. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to be doing a red dusk, though. That does mean... Well... We kind of got to get spread out, I guess. Like, so locked in. Locked in the sense of, like, not at all. My brain is, like, struggling so hard. To keep up with everything. So wherever the meatball shows up, I think we have to send Mega Boom Bro after it. Maybe NPC. But it's just the meatball. I'm even tempted to be like rabbits, go after the meatball, and then we'll take care of whatever splits off after. Struggle at the climax. Where are ya, meatball? Now only pale damage is acceptable. That sucks. Okay, luckily not doing too much damage to Ro. Okay. Okay. Everything's happening a little bit faster than I want it to. Oh, there's another meatball. I did not realize. Did somebody die down here? It was freaking Trixie. I will remake Trixie if I have to. So help me. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Of course, all the places that we're not really prepared for is where you decide to show up. Where's the most recent meatball? There it is. Are we going to be able to stop that one? I don't... Maybe. Oh my gosh, Sterling saving the freaking day. Okay, so we've just got the one meatball running around right now at the speed of sound. Don't murderize everybody, please. Where are you going? Wow, you're really schmoovin', huh? I think Mega Boom Bro's doing okay over here. Just gonna have you not engage in that. Yeah, just get beat up by Mega Boom Bro now. Fucking take it. Oh, no. To lose Trixie hurts, though, but... Mega Boom Bro really can just do it, huh? Okay, so they teleported. One's over there. One's up there. This was... the death hurt. I had a feeling. I knew. When I tell you I knew. I was like, you are gonna go after that. I know you are. And now we just kind of take the lowest level things and spam the heck out of them. I don't have many Zains, but we are... Man, that was a lot of reds to get for one day, huh? If we fail, I'm gonna have to just scrap it and try again another time, I think. But I think losing Trixie... luckily, Trixie had some replaceable stuff, but Trixie did also have a lot of ego gifts, which is sad, among many things. Alright, you're not so bad. I don't like seeing the Trixie's dead right there, but, you know, it is my own blunder. I didn't know it spawned 2 meatballs, if I'm being honest. That is definitely my bad, though. I guess I forgot that entirely. Pony's dead too? Okay. Guess we'll have to remake Pony too. If we get through the day. It's just that's what it is, you know? When you do these suppressions, sometimes you just lose some people. That's what sucks. Because you don't really want to lose any, like, people, but that's why you need so many of them. But these suppressions, it makes it a lot harder, you know? There's a lot of different stuff going on. Oh, did we do it? We did it. 2 dead, though. But we did it! We suppressed the core. Woof. 3 dead? Where are the dead ones? We knew about Trixie and Pony. Was it Weatherby? I bet you Weatherby died. If not, it might have been Angelina by accident at some point. But I don't think so. Not Nameless Fetus or the Silent... If you feel an abdominal pain and a tingling sensation in your neck, the best thing you can do now is look at the great blue sky you'll never get to see again. Sure. I don't know what it is, but I'll take it. What? You're kidding. People here don't drink coffee in the morning. There's no better way to get energized than drinking a fresh cup of coffee before you start the day, man. What's with the look on your faces? You weren't expecting me to show up like this, were you? Isn't this a shame? I wasn't expecting some massive welcome party, but I didn't think you guys would be so heartless. Well, of course I understand. You're all probably wondering why a talented man such as myself applied to join such a shabby company, huh? It's totally suspicious and nonsensical, I get you. Well, everyone has their own agenda. So you're A. I think I heard about you from Cameron, or Carmen. Speaking of which, it was Carmen's speech that really brought me here. Where is she right now? So you came, Sir Coffee Addict. Miss. It's Daniel. You can sit down here. The person that sits next to you will explain the details of your work. What? So you knew I was coming? I told you. No matter how great you may be, you will always be in the palm of my hand. Jeez. I thought you were being sarcastic. May I request one thing before I join you officially? Good. We'll get a coffee machine here. I want everyone to know how good true, freshly brewed coffee is. Daniel grabbed everyone's attention with his fancy suit that didn't fit in here at all. I vaguely remembered Carmen had told me about him a few days prior. That one of the elites would stop by to apply to our company. He's a bit pompous, so don't believe everything he says, she said to me. I asked how she was able to recruit such an elite. Carmen answered nonchalantly, as if I had asked about something trivial. I'm a master at blowing people's minds. Oh! Don't you know that by now? Oh my. Turns out that a revolution doesn't always have to be accomplished with bloodshed or the bearing of flags, manager. I've waited a long time for a savior. Someone who could free me from my inertia and wake me up inside. Wake me up! Why did I never come to the realization that I myself could be my own savior? Would you be so kind as to remember my mistake? It's very valuable to me. I hope your own pathetic little rebellion taught you a few things. Do you still not understand the reason why I didn't stop you? I'm referring to the real reason why I watched you without immediately putting you through the replacement process like Tifereth. I wanted you to engrave your lessons onto that metal body, that your trifling resistance ended up costing the lives of your poor little employees who trusted in you until the end. I know the word death means nothing to you now, but to them, it held meaning. That's weird, Lady Angela. Since when did you start caring about the deaths of our employees? That's rich coming from the one who would gladly force a containment unit open just to garner a little more energy, isn't it? Yet here I was, clumsily going with your flow as I assisted you. However, don't go thinking that this was entirely my loss. I now know that you don't really care about our condition. I know now that you weren't the one I should have been obeying. It's obvious that you should obey our manager and not me, Cheesed. There's no need to state it out loud. You clearly know what I mean. I'm not going to let you do whatever you want now. You're such a loser. In the past, and even now. Yes, I'm a failure. You don't have to point it out to me, but thanks, anyways. However, although you may want to believe that nothing has changed, it is in fact that many things are changing. It rests on you now to resolve the mess you made, Cheese. Let's, as they say, bury the hatchet with any hard feelings between us. There's one thing I want you to know, though. No matter how great you may be, you'll always be in the palm of my hand. I'm still afraid, manager. I'm still unsure if I can truly fight back against the fear I may face in the future. But I've decided to not run away at the very least. So, what are your orders, manager? Little coffee robot. Oh, 60% germination of the seed of light. Thankfully, you've been collecting energy ever since your very first day here, never missing a single day. My role is to encourage you to collect the proper amount of energy each day, sometimes by nagging and sometimes by encouraging you with praise. Praise me! It must have been hard to adapt to the corporation, but you tried your best to extract the energy. Although, with bearing the numerous sacrifices along the way. It was also my role to butter you up with plain words to help you avoid sinking into the pit of guilt. This part was particularly irritating because being your nanny wasn't in my programming, but we still were able to fulfill our roles anyhow. You might have noticed this earlier if you ever took a moment to look deeper into this company. But the pipelines used to transmit energy to the outside haven't worked for a long time. Right now, they are very rusty. This means the energy collected from our branch is excluded from the total energy collected by Lobotomy Corporation. Isn't it fascinating? Don't be too upset. I'm not saying that all the energy you collected was for nothing. Well, now there is one more thing for you to find out. Where does all that energy go? Ooh, what the heck, dude? What are we doing? Oh, man. Well, thank you, everybody, for coming to another episode of Lobotomy Corporation. We just finished with cheese suppression. We lost several people. There will be... so here's cheese synchronization completed. There will be a 25% chance for an employee to recover before they panic or die. This recovery is limited to once a day for each employee. The department in which the suppression took place will no longer be influenced by the Cliff-Off meltdown. Okay. So, who all died? We lost Pony. We lost Trixie, and we lost Weatherby. Okay, so Weatherby's not really a big loss. Weatherby was kind of meant to die at some point, and just didn't. We'll have to remake Pony. Yeah. Get him dressed up in the Thanos gear again. All right, well, this has been Lobotomy Corporation once again this week. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. That was tough. That was a tough one. I'm not looking forward to Gabora's. I have a feeling it's going to be something awful, and it's just going to be Cliff-Off meltdowns everywhere. That's what I imagine it's going to be, and I'm really worried about that because I'm like, if for some reason one of our ALFs breaks out, I don't know how we get through it, other than throwing bodies in. But I'll see you next time. Have a great week. Bye, Pookie.